Hi, this is Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Monday, November 23rd, 2020. And I don't think this is going to be too long of a show here because actually around 3:30 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to do my first interview. And it's going to be with the owner of the Insomniac Bookshop on Instagram, Tom Wink. And Tom will be here to talk about books and his book business and show us some books. And it'll be neat. It'll be fun. Not quite sure how long it'll be. Probably, 30 to 60 minutes. He's got to split by 4:30 to get to the post office to drop off some books. But I wanted to do a little show prior to that, just about me, because it is all about me, right? And we'll get that out of here. And okay, so what was the first sort of topic there? Old man schedule. Yeah, I got the week off. From the day job. And so I'm just plowing ahead. Everything that I would normally do if I did not have a day job. That's sort of how my MO, as far as how I live on my days off, So this morning I get up, I think it was by 7:00. Anne had to head off to work and woke me up, but I was going to wake up anyway. And got started doing some art stuff, which I'll tell you about here in a little bit here. No, I think I'll tell you about it right now. So I was just like, what I'm going to do is I got the what was it, the mat board. So I'll go and do some 8x10s, matted down to like 6x8 or whatever, and try and do those. Try and take some photos. But then I ran into a problem because the frame and the mat is 8x10, but the Tyvek is either like 8.5x11 or it's a cut down piece that's taped to an 8.5x11 sheet of paper. So I couldn't just put the mat board sort of over the image and shove it in the frame because the paper's bigger than the frame. So I was like, okay, I need to buy some 8-inch by 10-inch paper. Can you do that? And the answer is sort of. Yeah, I know I could go get a paper cutter and all that. But I don't want to deal with that. That's more of a gigantic hassle, a big tool. I'll just buy some 8x10 paper. How hard could that be? Well, you have to buy cardstock. That's what I found out. So, and couldn't buy it locally, or at least it didn't seem like I could buy it locally. So that's on its way, going to be in the mail, and possibly tomorrow. We'll see. So that'll solve a problem there, because the smaller paintings that I have in the catalogs, where is my catalogs? My catalogs here. In my catalogs, let's see if I have an example in here. Oh, this is the one that I have. The main one is downstairs. This is the one that has about 3 paintings in it. But the smaller paintings, so this is like 8.5x11. But the smaller ones that I have cut down for smaller sizes or whatever, they're like 5x7, 6x8, something like that. I put those on, a piece of printer paper like this. Well, that's 8.5x11. So I'm going to put those onto 8x10 sheets of cardstock. And then that way, that's just easier way of storing them. It just evolves the process. It solves the problem in the future. So if I do small paintings in the future that, maybe I started off on an 8.5x11 sheet of Tyvek, and then I cut it down maybe a little bit, and then I stick it on that 8x10 piece of cardstock, then it's just easier to put that in the frame. And it's easier to take the photo with the mat board. The village bicycle of mat boards, the mat board that's going to be on every single one of those, So anyway, just kind of evolving that and figuring, I can buy 8x10-inch cardstock. I know, super exciting. So what I decided to pivot there, and I thought, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put some of my desktop framed acrylic ink paintings onto it. I'll take a whole bunch of photos and I'll see how many I can get on eBay in the morning. And it's, it's like this. It's like this stature here. And it's a, piece of Tyvek that's in here. That's in one of these desktop frames. It's just a nice little cute thing. Budget minded. You get an original piece of signed art by Mark Rushton, an original acrylic ink on Tyvek painting. There it is. Perfect for that. Everybody's got, places in their house for that. And a whole bunch. I've got. I had 4 of these. One of which one of the paintings had a problem with it, so we're down to 3. And then I had some smaller ones. These are 5x7. I think the other ones are like 4x6. And I've got all those photos. I'll do those tomorrow. So I did the ones with the black frames first, and I'll show you these here. And so yeah. So I did Mountain, Kimura, and Stature. They're out there for $99.95 or best offer. And we'll just use Stature. So I got the other 2 back here. And so let's go ahead and full screen it here. And that's a scan of the image right there. And that's pretty neat. That's, again, abstract landscape sort of thing. What do the photos look like? Are the photos any good? Yeah, they're a little more distant here. This was taken at another time on the carpet. And then what I do is I intersperse the main image between different photographs of the painting. And then you see what kind of a frame you're getting there. It's impossible to get these photos perfect, right? It just is. So that's why I got the scanned image out there. And of course I like to, and it's got a piece of glass on it. Hold on here. Hold on. Where am I? Still getting used to this here. Hold on. So yeah, something like that, right? Again, it's hard to do art. Hard to do art on the internet. It's so hard to do art on the internet. But I'm trying to do good photos, trying to, doing my best. So I've got Stature out there. And I've got Kimura, and I've got Mountain. They're a little dark, meant for that bright area, but this is, this is where I was at the time. And let's take a look and see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. Yeah, Mountain. Abstract landscape. Acrylic ink on Tyvek. And, you get a little bit of a blotch there, mistake, but, it's abstract. It can, So, anyway, I've got those out there, and I'm going to put the other smaller, they're a little bit smaller. I think they're 4x6, and they have a white frame. And I think those might be a little bit less. I might put those on for a slightly lower price. We'll see. And again, no interest if paid in full in 6 months. That just absolutely kills me. The stuff here that they put on eBay. And of course, yeah, you can make an offer, reasonable offer I will entertain. You can add it to your watch list. You're like, oh, that's kind of a neat painting. I might think about that in the future. And then eBay will send you an email sometime down the road. Hey, you still interested in this? It's kind of fun. And then over here on, I don't know if we can, we seeing this here? There we go. Save this seller. You can follow me along on my eBay store. My eBay store, actually, if you just go to markrushton.com and click over on the link, you can get there and you can save the seller. And so when I add new paintings to my store, you'll be notified like the next day. It's like a digest or whatever. Like, here's 3 paintings that Mark Rushton added today. And hold on here. Did I click the wrong? I clicked the wrong thing. Let's go back. Okay, here we go. That's it. It's called Mountain. Desktop frame size is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. And I've got the visible image there, some information about me, additional details, and information on how to stay aware of my paintings and all the things that I offer there. So that's fun. That's fun. Could add more. Could add more this week. Just rocking and rolling. So I did that. That's what I did there. I added paintings to the eBay art store, and then I had to run some errands because I got an old man schedule. That's I always like to say when I when I'm not working the day job, I'm gonna be living the old man schedule. A little bit of an afternoon Dr. Pepper with a water chaser. So, what is an old man schedule? Well, I went to the store and I got my flu shot. I'm so old. I've been getting a flu shot for about 15 years. And honestly, I know it's anecdotal, but it has helped me over the years. I'm certain of that because, and it may not be for you, and it may not do anything for you, and you may get the flu anyway, because I think, isn't the efficacy on flu shots, maybe 30% of those who get it, there's a preventative effect. But, I do other things too. I take my vitamin D3. I take a lot of other supplements. I quit eating ice cream, and I just have like Greek yogurt now and goat milk yogurt because of the probiotics, because I'm old and I want to live forever, but I'm not gonna. So, I went to the grocery store and got my flu shot, which was super easy. Got 20 cents on the fuel saver, and then the weird thing that's going on, I guess they're restricting how much toilet paper and paper towels you can buy right now. I guess that's a thing again. Wonderful, great. So I thought, well, the store where I get the flu shot, I don't normally buy my groceries there. I normally buy them at a grocery store called Fairway. And so I drove off to Fairway, and it's amazing to see who is on the road. Now, when I normally drive to the store, it's like 8:30 at night. It's real late, and so there's nothing but deer and foxes and raccoons and possums, other vermin on the road. So I drove up to North Liberty to the Fairway up there, and of course the first car I see is like a really old dude in a Toyota Avalon, which that's perfect, but his windshield was completely frosted over. It was 33 degrees. It was like 90% of the windshield was completely frosted, and he didn't even have the wherewithal to run the windshield washer. And it looked like he hadn't been running the heater either. He just had like a little strip right down by the windshield wipers. And he's just driving all kind of erratic. And he turned off, thank God. But I'm just like, what in the world? And then I proceeded to go down a little further down the road, and I caught up behind some lady who's going a little bit too, way below the speed limit, which they do around here. And she had a dog inside that was just, the windows weren't open. So I'm sure it was, but it was just running all over the car. What is this? What is this? What? Huh? The dog's going to I'm not going to be beside you because your dog is going to run into you and cause you to, if you're not doing this. Then I went to the store, and that was mostly okay, except I bought the wrong kind of toilet paper. Accidentally grabbed the kind with the lavender scent, which is just, no, I'll take that back later. Take that back later. So that's my old man schedule. Then back and lunch and worked a little bit in the yard, cut up some stuff. And well, my arm's a little sore, as it always is. But yeah, before I got the flu shot, I would get I'd get sick during the winter. And for extended periods of time, I would get like a long cold. And it would just take me all season to bounce back. Now, if I get something, it's like, I feel crappy for a day or I feel crappy for a few hours and then whoop, right back. And that's the way it's been the last 15 years. So I don't know whether it's something I'm doing or it's something in that, in the vaccine. Who knows? I have no idea. Although the interesting thing that they did this time, and I won't show you, but she put a Band-Aid on that's got like a little hole in it or something like that. So they put the Band-Aid on first, and then they do the injection through that, which is kind of interesting because I guess they don't want to get blood all over themselves or something like that. Well, it's not been a problem in the past, and now no, actually that makes sense. Have a big puncture for your Band-Aid. That kind of makes sense. I don't know. I'm rambling, but yeah, I went out in the yard and used the new Ryobi battery-powered chainsaw. Of course, every chainsaw when it's new is great, but it's got great power. It was cutting through logs that were like this big, tossing them down the ravine, and that's a good workout. It's a really good workout. So, and then the mail came, and it was the wire wheel. The wire wheel arrived, and to clean the back of my Lodge cooking pans, cast iron cooking pans that we've had for nearly 30 years. They're great. Get all that on just in time for Thanksgiving, just in time for Thanksgiving cooking. So that's the old man schedule. And anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm rambling, just totally rambling, but I like a good day off. It's nice. I've had a few of them. I got a whole nother 6 days, I guess, after this, right? Yeah, 6 days. Today, yeah. Actually, what I was gonna do, and they're not open today, unfortunately, is I was like, I'll get the flu shot, and then I'll go and do like a sauna session tonight because I go to. Let me bring this up here. I've been going, not lately, but I'm going back to the Iowa Recovery Room, which is in Iowa City, and I do flotation. And then they also have sauna, and I think they also have stuff like cold baths. And I'm never going to do that, but but I've been floating since the first time I did a flotation tank was 1985. I belonged to a health club in Des Moines, over on Franklin Avenue, and they had I don't know how much extra. It was expensive at the time. It was $15 or $20, maybe. I'm not quite sure. What is it now to float? I think it's like $40 or $50 a session. It's nice. Maybe it's $30 if you buy them in bulk. I'm not going to look up the prices there. And the sauna is actually, they got the prices right here. Let's take a look. So float packages here. Yeah. So, and I never float for more than 60 minutes. I can't ever sleep or anything like that in there. 3 60-minute floats for $149. So it's like $50 a session. And then single floats for $60. Private sauna, 30 minutes for $10. It's worth it for me. I don't have to buy a sauna and install it in my house. It's nice. You go in there, it's super hot and just sweat like crazy. Which I don't know, I've done it before, Who does the sauna? It's the Finns, right? Or no, it's the Finnish. Or the Swedish. I'm part Swedish. Today I was part Scottish, throwing those giant logs down the hill. I thought, like the Scottish. I'm a little Scottish, but they throw those phone poles around or something like that. A little bit of that. So, and then the Swedish in me doing the sauna. That's good. Raise that body heat up. That's one thing I liked about having a hot tub. Have the hot tub up to 104 degrees and just boil in there. You felt like a lobster or something. So this is a good place. I've been going to it for a couple of years, kind of sporadically. I should go to it more often during the winter, but yeah, I'm going to get back into doing some sauna this winter, get that body heat up, and just just trying to do everything preventative. Trying to do everything preventative. So I know I'm a little crazy. But the thing about flotation was, I did float tank. Yeah, I did float tanks back in 1985 and 86, and then I moved. I moved to a town that apparently didn't have any flotation tanks. And then by the time I moved back, all the float things they were kind of gone. It was hard. It kind of went out of fashion for a long time. Now it's back. You're floating in a little small sea of Epsom salt. And it does chill you out, even though I don't necessarily go to sleep. When I come out, I always feel like I'm relaxed. I feel like I've had like about a 4 to 6 hour nap, even though I haven't fallen asleep. So kind of dig it. It's kind of fun. No, I don't listen to music. Anyway, so I got to get ready for the 3:30. Tom Wake will be here from the Insomniac Bookshop. My first interview. And probably his first interview. So we'll have a little back and forth here. It'll be here on StreamYard. It'll be on the live stream. And it'll be recorded as well. Tom's a fun guy. And he'll be showing off some books. And we'll be talking books and all that sort of stuff. And anyway, that's it for now. See you in a little bit.